I've seen.
Hi guys, this is your girl Prachi. Welcome back to my YouTube channel Tarot with Moon Empress. And the topic of our today's reading is how you can step up to be a better version of yourself. So this reading is going to be into 3 parts. So the first part is where we check where you are currently at. Like what's your current situation, what's your current energy. The second part is going to be what are the blockages in your way that are stopping you from being the better version of yourself. And the third part is going to be the guidance on how you can resolve those blockages. Don't worry, we are going to pull out oracle cards as well. So without a further ado, let's get into the reading. So you guys have 3 piles to choose from. Pile number 1, pile number 2 and pile number 3. Take your time, pause this video if you want and pick the pile or the image you're most drawn to. So for those who have chosen pile 1, hi my loves, this is your reading. So let's first start by understanding where you stand currently in your life. So your current energy, what I see over here is pile 1, you're someone who is a creative person, okay? You're creative, you're ambitious, you're strong-willed. I see all those good qualities in you. But what I see over here is you are, I don't know why, acting like an imposter. That's how I'd like to put it. I'm not saying that being creative, being ambitious or anything is a bad thing, but you're ignoring your emotions. And honestly, I've decided I'll get straight to the point instead of just fooling around. You're this and you're that. You know who you are, okay? You've chosen this pile for a reason. And if this doesn't resonate with you, you can always go back and pick another pile. And I also see a blocked throat chakra, but before I move to the blocked throat chakra part, I want to clarify the imposter part over here. Here is your King of Wands, okay? Fire energy, passion and all that stuff. But when I clarified it, I got the King of Cups as reversed. What do you want to say now? You are this person, but you are acting as this person because deep down you're this person and you're scared to be this person. That's why you show up as this person. Like let me clarify this, okay? You're heartbroken. I said it there. You're not happy. There is something when it comes to your emotions. You're sad. Pile 1, what happened? Why are you sad? Did you like break up with someone? Did you get into an argument with someone? What happened? Because I see that your heart is currently blocked, okay, with this King of Cups reversed. And with this King of Wands, I see that you are engaging yourself in work. You are a workaholic because after this, I get the 3 of Pentacles. Upright. I mean, what's happening? God. You know, I personally know someone like this and I just feel sorry for that person, to be honest. Because instead of healing the issue, you just think that engaging yourself in work is going to resolve it or you'll just forget about it, but that's not going to happen. You need to know that. Definitely you had a heartbreak and now you're just engaging yourself in your career and you're like, I'm not gonna think about this anymore. You're just overlooking your emotions. That's how I'd like to put this. Oh my god. And the thing is, you're not even willing to move on from whatever happened. Okay, I'll cover this part in what issues you're facing, but right now what I see over here is current energy for you is you also have a blocked throat chakra, okay? There is something, okay, not something, you are lacking mental clarity about your emotions. You don't have the mental clarity you need. Wow, this is crazy, pile 1. I mean, I did not expect those energies to be so heavy in pile 1 itself. And please, guys, don't feel bad if you're this person. I'm not trying to put you down. It's okay. We all go through phases in life, and that's how we grow. I just want you all to know that it's fine if you had a heartbreak. It's fine if your heart is closed off right now. What is important is actually taking the steps to heal it instead of ignoring it. But we'll get there. Right now, you feel stuck in life, especially when it comes to your emotions. Your life is out of balance right now. God, pile 1. I'm sending you lots of healing, guys. Please take care of yourselves, okay? Okay, pile 1. So now moving on to the second part of our reading to see what are the blockages, what is holding you back from being the best version of yourself, okay? So the first thing I see over here is you are holding grudges. Something happened in the past and you are still holding grudges about that thing, and because you're holding grudges, your throat chakra is blocked. This is making so much of sense now. You're definitely holding grudges. You're not prioritizing your self-care either, and you're not in your self-love energy currently. Why so much of hatred? Oh my god, let's just see what happened. Why are you acting like this? What happened with pile 1? Why? What are they holding the grudges? What is this grudge about? What grudge is pile 1 holding? What grudge is pile 1 holding, universe? See, this is what I said when you have a blocked throat chakra. The cards are not popping out how they do normally. Normally my cards just pop out like in 2 to 3 shuffles, but see, it's not popping out. Like, God, are you okay? Do you want water? Just drink some water. This is a reminder for you to drink water, okay? Just drink some water and just scream. Whenever you get a chance, just scream, because there's so much of pent up rage in you. I can feel it. What grudges is pile 1 holding? What grudges is pile 1 holding, guys? Oh my god, my cards. The Lovers. See, it just became like this. I hate it when my cards are damaged. Okay guys, the Lovers came out on why are you holding the grudges. Definitely you guys had a breakup, or someone lied to you, betrayed you, someone tried to manipulate you, cheated on you, whatever it is, guys. I just want you to know that whoever wronged you, it speaks more about them than you. You did your best, okay? You did everything what you could. You can't control the other person's actions, but you can control your reaction to it. The person who wronged you, now they are enjoying their life, maybe, I'm not sure, whatever it is. And now you're here holding grudges over someone who isn't even worth your energy. Like, I don't get it, pile 1. I understand that you're someone who gave their 100%, but you need to realize that not everyone will act the way you want them to act. If someone is a bad person, they are going to show up as a bad person in your life. You need to understand that everything happens for a reason. So whatever happened, whatever this breakup situation, manipulation, cheating, or whatever, take however it resonates, okay, at this point, whatever happened, it was not your fault entirely. Your fault was you allowed it to happen. You should have seen the red flags earlier, but we all make mistakes. I'm not gaslighting anyone. Don't come at me. I'm just saying. Okay, so yeah, pile 1, you're trying to show everyone that you don't have any emotional burden, you're just fine, but you're not fine. That is your blockage. So healing yourself, your heart chakra, that heart space, and clearing out all the hurt the other person gave you, that is very important to you. That is the main blockage over here, and that is stopping you from truly having your emotional fulfillment. See, the 10 of cups is reversed, it's not upright. You are not happy right now, and you will only be happy when you choose to heal that pain. Definitely it's not an easy task, but you have to start somewhere, right? Let's see what guidance we get for you. Pile 1, so the guidance for you on how you can navigate this situation, on how you can overcome this obstacle to step into the best version of yourself. The guidance I'm getting for you guys is, first you need to heal your inner child. Whatever happened with you, whatever the situation was you were in, which caused you to be this imposter in your own life, in your own skin, it is not something which happened now. That incident only triggered this response. You need to definitely heal your inner child, or else you won't be happy. It's as simple as that. I'm getting mad at you for some reason, but I just know this is not my energy. You are mad at something. If you're mad at something, just let out that anger, but make sure letting it out in a healthy way. Don't self-sabotage things. That's the word. Do not self-sabotage your life for someone who isn't worth it. Second, please seek therapy. Trust me, therapy will help you. Whatever your issues are, please consult a psychologist. And it's nothing to be ashamed of, okay? Seeing a psychologist doesn't mean you're crazy or you're mentally unstable. It just means that you're seeking help from someone who is a mental health professional. And trust me, it's any day better to do that. Right now, you're feeling very stuck in your life, but this will pass, pile 1. Don't worry, this will pass. You need to invest in your personal growth. You need to let go of whatever these hurt feelings you're holding on to. Look, it doesn't matter who hurted you. Was it someone in love? Was it someone in your family, your career, your job, or whatever, wherever? You need to let go of this hurt. You need to think about the future, your long-term goals. Right now, you need to invest in your stability, because you don't have how to put it, a balanced life right now. You're trying to balance it, but I don't think so you're able to do it, and it's okay. Seek help wherever it is needed, and please consider therapy. Another thing I'm getting over here is you need to trust your intuition. If your intuition is telling you something, please trust it. Your intuition is never wrong. I also see that you could be someone who either overthinks or doesn't think at all. Like your logic leaves the chart sometimes. Right now, pile 1, the only thing you should be investing in is whatever helps you to grow, whatever helps in your personal growth, because that is actually going to help you a lot. So make sure you're spending your money wisely on things which are actually helpful to you. And whenever you wish to make a decision, use your intuition, your gut feeling, or whatever you like to call it. Your intuition will never lie to you. If you're presented with two choices, intuition. Always make sure you use your intuition to choose, because your higher self knows what is best for you. Okay, do not act from a place of low vibration. act from a place of love. And to act from a place of love, you need to heal yourself and actually find that love in you. You need to prioritize your self-care. You need to prioritize self-love. You need to do all the things which will help you heal yourself, because I'm genuinely concerned about you guys. Okay, let's pull out some oracle cards for you. So pile 1, I pulled out oracle cards for you guys, and I have used 2 decks this time. The first deck is Work Your Light. I'm just showing you the half of it, the top of the box. This one, Work Your Light, and the other one is Beyond Lemuria. So I've used these 2 decks for you guys, and the cards that came out for y'all are, first I'll start with the Beyond Lemuria deck because I think the explanation won't take long. And like I said, ta-da! Throat chakra. I said you guys have a blocked throat chakra, and this is the card that comes out. Wow. Like, I said it. Guys, please. And the next card that came out for you guys is Sacral Chakra. Okay, this is getting creepy now. Y'all must be thinking she's unstable. But that's fine, doesn't matter. Okay, Throat Chakra, express your truth. Sacral Chakra, core of creation. I'm just reading what's written over here. So now I want to tell you guys one thing. Let's just say when a person experiences trauma, energetically, the trauma gets stored in your sacral chakra. And your sacral chakra is connected to your throat chakra. So when your throat chakra is blocked, your sacral chakra gets affected. And when your sacral chakra is blocked, your throat chakra gets affected. And when both are blocked, you're effed for your life. So here's the thing, you need to work on both your sacral chakra and throat chakra, and when you will heal that, you will see changes. There are so many meditations available on YouTube which can help you unblock your chakras. So make sure you do that, and please start from your root chakra. You just go from like root, sacral, solar plexus and to your higher chakras. But yeah, these 2 chakras, you need to work on these religiously, okay? Because you see, when your throat chakra and sacral chakra is blocked, not only your creativity and passion and that fire you had in you gets blocked, but also your finances get blocked. Like, I got that message when I was reading for you guys, but I just did not put it. But now I think I should say it, that I did see some of you are having financial issues. Some of you are facing something in your finances which is not very great. See, my throat chakra is blocked. I'm not able to speak. I don't like this. Anyway, the third card I'm getting for you guys from the Beyond Lemuria deck is Journey to Wholeness. And wait, before I explain these cards, I just want to connect everything and explain it to you as one, instead of explaining these things into 3 separate parts. From the Work Your Light Oracle, I got this card Unbound, which says releasing soul patterns, contracts and past lives, and Starseed. These 2 are from the Light Wala Oracle, and this is Beyond Lemuria. So now I wish to connect these cards and explain you what it means. My dear pile 1, you could be a starseed, because the starseed card came out, of course. But I did feel that when I was reading for you guys, that when I said you guys need to heal your inner child, when we saw what blockages you have, I did get that something about starseed. Oh my god, is this a mosquito? Wait, let me just kill this. Yeah. Oh. I'm sorry, I do not wish to get distracted, but I just hate mosquitoes like anything. So So like I was saying, I did get that. Some of you could be star seeds. And the thing is, if you're a star seed, you're bound to feel, I hate mosquitoes. The window is open. That's why all the mosquitoes are coming. This is so distracting. Oh my god. Anyway, so like I said, if you're a star seed, you're bound to feel like a different person. Okay? And it's fine. It's okay. But you need to remember that you are here on this planet Earth for a reason. You can't just sit there being sad about, oh, they betrayed me, I'm so sad. No. Life is more than that, Pile 1. Just so now, moving on. Unbound. Releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past life. The trauma you hold, maybe it's just not childhood trauma, but it's something you're carrying from past life. Whatever it is, you need to let go of anything that no longer serves you for your highest good. The bottom of the deck for you guys is the crumbling. This reminds me of the Tower card from the tarot deck. So whatever is not built on a strong and firm foundation, it is meant to fall down, it is going to crumble. So you need to release anything which is not serving you for your highest good. It could be your patterns, the way you approach things, your beliefs, your mindset, even people for that matter. Just let them go, okay? And yeah, that's how you are going to heal. Because when you let go of something, you're just creating space for new things in your life. Moving on to this card, Journey to Wholeness. Some of you over here, I'm definitely getting a very strong message that some of you over here could be feeling incomplete on the inside. And I've heard this so many times that star seeds, they feel incomplete. And to not feel that way, you need to fill that emptiness, that void, with self-love. You need to add lots and lots of self-love. When you were separated from the source, which is the divine, the God, that created a void in you, and it's fine, it's not your fault, okay? You are a human, you have no idea what you're doing. But now this is a sign for you. Please take this seriously, okay? You need to heal that void in your heart. And how are you going to do that? By loving yourself. But how will you love yourself? You need to heal your issues. You need to let go of that old pain because it is no longer serving you. You're not happy. You're pretending to be. You think you're fine. You're just having this everyday routine that you follow. But you're not happy on the inside. What's the point of living if you're not happy? So guys, please consider therapy. See a psychologist, work on your issues. I know therapy is expensive, but like I said, invest in things which are actually going to help you. There is no shame in seeing a psychologist if it's helping you. And I'm sure it will help you, like obviously. So yeah, guys, this is what I'm getting for you. And just know you'll be fine. Just follow whatever I told you and whatever feels right to you, whatever your intuition wants you to believe. And I said intuition, not your overthinking, okay? Please remember that. There's a difference. This pile was crazy. I honestly did not expect you guys to have such heavy energies. Oh my god. I think I need some water right now. But it's okay. Pile 1. It's fine. You'll be fine, okay? So this is what I'm getting for you guys, and I hope it helped. Please do subscribe to my channel and let me know in the comments below if this resonated with you or not. See you guys next time. Bye. Love you. If you've chosen pile 2, then hi my loves, this is your reading. So let's just get into it. Pile 1's energy was so heavy, y'all. I'm telling you that I'm honestly a bit drained, but it's fine. I'm okay. So yeah, pile 2. what I see for you guys over here is a bit similar to pile 1, but not entirely. Okay, so let's get into this. What I see over here is right now you're feeling emotionally trapped. I see a tower moment might have happened in your life which led you into feeling bounded or just trapped, like you can't move. So I just want to tell you one thing, pile 2. I was about to say pile 1. Oh my god. Maybe you should watch pile 1. If you feel, then you should. So what I see for you, pile 2, over here is the tower card appears when there is, well, a tower moment in your life. So what is the tower moment? Tower moment is basically how the tower is. You see over here, everything is falling apart. When everything is falling apart from your life, when things aren't going right, basically when to put it in the funniest way possible, when a can't happens in your life, that is a tower moment. But that can't is like so big, it's not easy to recover from it. It's a very traumatic event. It's like, well, the dark night of the soul. That's how I'd like to put it. This card suggests that whatever is not built on a strong foundation, on something authentic, it is meant to crumble down. It will fall down because the base, the foundation of that thing, that relationship, that connection, whatever it is, it was not strong enough to hold it. And whatever happens for the best, like we always say. So I understand that emotionally you guys might be feeling very trapped and you are holding on. You're like, okay, I've got this, I'm okay, I'm fine, but not quite. It's okay, guys, it's okay. This is a safe space. I might get mad at y'all, but that's because I care for y'all. I really say some stupid things sometimes. What I see over here is pile 2. Whatever this tower moment happened for you guys, it was destined. It was a life lesson. You were meant to go through that. So don't worry. Don't get all sad about it. Although I know it's not easy. Just try to look at things from a helicopter perspective, okay? That whatever happened, it was for a reason. So definitely I can see that you guys are trying to move on from whatever happened. But like I said, you guys are not quite there yet. So now pile 2, let's move on to what issues are stopping you from stepping into the best version of yourself, from being the best version of yourself. So first thing I see over here is jealousy. Why? Pile 2, why are you jealous? Who are you jealous of? What do you want? I think pile 2, you could be someone who is, well, someone who is stubborn. And when you see that someone else has something, you feel, oh, I want that too. You just feel a bit jealous, and it's okay. Even I used to feel that for a very long time. Oh, this person has this really amazing dress. Maybe I should have it too. And I'll explain you the reason why this whole jealousy things happen. Before that, let's understand the other issues. Other issues what you guys are facing is definitely a heartbreak. We have the 3 of Swords here. Maybe the tower moment was a breakup for you guys. Some of you all had a really ugly breakup, or something just so big happened that you're heartbroken right now. Then be it in your career or like your love life and family life, just whatever, take what resonates, okay? This is a general reading for the collective, so it may or may not resonate with you, but whatever happened with you guys, it has surely impacted you a lot. Pile 2, you could be someone who is impulsive. I definitely see that you guys are just very quick to do whatever you want. You guys are quick to jump to conclusions, quick to do something. You don't think a lot. You really need to start being a little bit more practical, because I see you lack that practicality a bit too much. But it's okay. Cluster B energy. If you get it, you get it. So yeah, pile 2, these are some of the things I'm getting. These are the blockages. Also, one very important blockage over here for you guys is you are allowing someone else to take the control of your life. Why are you doing that? Why, pile 2? What happened? I just want you to know this is your life. You are the sole owner of your own life, your body, your mind, your heart. Don't allow someone else. Don't give. The horn was so bad. I don't know if it got recorded or what, but okay. Don't allow someone else, don't give someone else so much of power to dictate how you should be living your life. Then be it someone from your family, your friends, your partner, or just anyone. Don't allow people to manipulate you, because I do see that not everyone, but some of y'all have been manipulated over here, and something really crazy happened, and maybe you found out that you were being manipulated and you had an argument with that person and things just fell apart. Like I said, take however it resonates. So definitely manipulation energy I'm getting. Someone deceived you, someone tried to show that they were going to offer you their cup of love, but that never happened. That person never gave you the commitment you want. This is another storyline I'm picking up on, that someone showed you that, oh yeah, I'm going to be your partner, I'm going to be the man of your dreams, but let's take this slow, let's not rush into it. And you were tired of waiting because you just felt deceived. Maybe that person was into hookups, or maybe that person was into physical intimacy more than the emotional one, and you just kept waiting for that person to show up emotionally for you, and that never happened. And maybe that's the reason you're feeling so heartbroken. Oh, pile 2, come give me a virtual hug. I don't even know how to do that, but okay. Virtual hugs for you guys. I understand, I know how bad that feels. Oh my god. So yeah, this is the storyline I'm picking up for some of y'all. Like I said, take how it resonates. So that whatever happened, that person not giving you the commitment, it left you feeling high and dry. It left you very sad and disappointed, because maybe you guys waited a lot. You thought, okay, if not today, then tomorrow. But that tomorrow never happened. Okay. So, pile 2, like I was trying to explain y'all the jealousy part. I think I'll just explain y'all when I'll pull out the guidance for you guys on how you can resolve your issue. So let's get into that part now. Okay, pile 2. So the guidance I got for you guys on how you can resolve your blockages and step into the best version of yourself is here's how. So the first and the foremost thing I see over here is you need to heal yourself. Like I always say, healing is very important. You need to heal yourself and step into the Empress energy. You need to take care of yourself. You need to practice self-love. You need to just start doing meditation, okay? Very important. Another thing I'm getting over here is you need to move on. If you were hurt by someone, you can't keep holding on to that pain. You need to move on from that. Because if you're going to stay in the same place, you'll just go around in circles. But you don't want to move in circles. You want to go up and excel in your life. You can't just sit there crying about it. Another thing I'm getting for you guys is you guys need to understand that there won't be a knight in shining armor who is going to come and rescue you from whatever you're feeling. You need to be that person. You need to be your own knight. You need to be your Prince Charming. And that's when the self-love enters the chat. You can't just keep waiting, okay? You need to take action. You need to fight for yourself. You need to fight for what's right. You need to fight for what you believe in. And that's how you'll resolve so many of your blockages. I also see that some of you need to bring discipline into your life. You could be someone who likes to do multiple things, and then you get confused on, oh, what should I do now? I like this and I like that and that as well. No, calm down. You need to bring self-discipline. You need to work hard. And for some of y'all, not everyone, some of y'all, I'm getting this is high time that you need to become financially independent. That's it, you've had enough. This is your time to shine. Go do a job, start a new business, turn your hobby into a business, whatever that is you wish to do, whatever that makes you happy and brings you money. This is your sign to start to do something which will help you to become financially independent. I know it's not easy, it's a very, very, very big thing, but baby steps. You will get there. You just need to start. There should be a day one. And that's how you'll reach your goal. If you're just going to think it all, oh, I'm gonna do this and do that, thinking won't get you anywhere. Action would. Another thing I'm getting over here is you need to trust your intuition. Whenever you're making a choice, be it in your career, your love life, or whatever, you need to trust your intuition. Another thing that will help you a lot, pile 2, is having a mental clarity. Like I said, don't be impulsive. Don't try to blind yourself. If you see that thing X is the truth, try to look at it from a realistic perspective. Like, okay, thing X is the truth, I'm going to look at it as if it's the truth. Don't try to sugarcoat things, because this is something I'm getting. You could be someone who could be a little bit delulu, maybe. It's okay, we all are delulu, but this delusion will, well, it won't end good. That's all I can say. This delusion will make you go to places you do not wish to go. So that's why try to be a realist, okay? It's fine. I understand that life is not easy for everyone, and sugarcoating things or trying to find the light in others or trying to look at the good others could do, believing the potential is something you guys do a lot for other people, but it fires back. And this is something very important that I want to tell you guys. Never believe the potential, especially when it comes to relationships. You cannot just go, okay, person X is acting this way, maybe, just maybe in the future person X can do better. No. How are they treating you now? Question yourself that. How are they treating you? Is that person treating you correctly? Is that how you want to get treated by that person? Trust me, most people do not change. And if they do, well, that's a miracle. You need to know your worth, pile 2. You need to know when to exit the situations. This is very important, to know when to leave that connection, that job, or whatever it is. You should know when to exit from situations. You should know what is your worth, what you bring to the table. So try to just, find that about yourself. If you're not sure, just do some soul searching. That will surely help you. So now let's pull out some oracle cards for you guys. Okay, pile 2, when I mentioned about you guys getting jealous and stuff, I want to explain this with my own example. So sometimes what used to happen was, if someone had something, I wanted that same thing. I wouldn't say I was necessarily jealous, but I just felt the need to have that thing. And I think if you are someone, I'm not saying everyone, but some of you over here could be overspenders. You could be someone who spends a lot of money recklessly. So if you're someone like that, this is the perfect advice for you. So I used to do that because I just wanted to feel validated. I felt that maybe, just maybe, if I had this thing, I would be the cool girl, and then I would just get everyone's validation, like, oh my god, she has that, how cool she is. So make sure you're not relying on materialistic things or other people for validation. You are enough. You are perfect just the way you are. Don't rely on other people for that validation. And not only for materialistic stuff, but also when it comes to love. You are someone who is lovable. I've mentioned this previously in one of the readings. I think it was a love reading. I posted it, I guess, 3-4 days ago. In that I mentioned the same thing, that make sure you're not depending on the other person. Like, yes, if you love me, I'm worthy of being loved. Don't do that, my love. That's very toxic, because you'll spend all your life chasing people and they won't even love you back. Trust me on that one. So do not chase, attract. So yeah, my dear pile 2, I pulled out oracle cards for you, and the cards that came out are Ether, Radical Expansion, Internal Explorer, plural, yeah. Did I just pronounce that wrong? Internal Explorer, plural. Oh, I just suck at pronouncing R even now. That sucks. Okay, here are 3 cards, and these are from the deck Beyond Lemuria. So I've basically used 2 decks. One is this one, and the other one is Work Your Light Oracle. I've used these 2 oracle decks for you guys, and the cards from Work Your Light Oracle are Star Mother, the Age of Light, and bottom of the deck, which was the Star Seed. I think you should watch pile 1. It might resonate with you, because this card also came out for pile 1. So many star seeds we have over here. This is so amazing. If there is anyone who knows what star seed are you, please comment down below. I would love to know that. I'll tell you mine some other day. So yeah, I'm just going to read it all collectively instead of explaining meaning of like a single card. So first things first, what I see over here, pile 2 for you guys, it's you have lots of potential. Okay, and if you don't know that, if you're confused in life, this is a sign for you to go inside and find that potential. Internal Explorer, I'm not pronouncing the last word, just see what it is. Okay, this card, I think you are multi-talented, pile 2. So make sure you explore those talents and don't let it go to waste. Second thing over here, pile 2, is once you realize who you truly are and what you truly believe in, what it is that you want from life, there is no one who is going to stop you. You can expand your energy as much as you want. You have that much potential. Don't underestimate yourself, pile 2. You have lots and lots of potential. You can do whatever you want. You can achieve whatever you want. You can get what you want. Don't rely on other people for that validation. You are unique. You have your own unique gifts. Make sure you use those to become the better version of yourself. This is what this reading is all about. This is the guidance you need. So moving on to this card, Star Mother. How can you mother yourself? Universe wants you to know that you are loved. You don't need to go to someone else and seek validation from them or ask them or chase them, please love me, please do that. Oh, if you love me, I'm worthy of being loved. No. You are loved. God loves you. Universe loves you. You love yourself. And if you're not loving yourself, this is the sign for you to love yourself. I mean, I've said that 100 times, but you seriously do lack self-love, pile 2. Also, these two cards, the Age of Light and Starseed, you've been training for this for lifetimes. Okay, so I would like to explain these three together. Do you know what ether is? That is the space where you decide what you want, who are you going to be, who are you actually going to reincarnate as. So the life you have now, you have chosen this life for yourself way before you were in your mother's womb. This is something that you have decided for yourself since, well, a very long time now. I mean, before your mother's womb, so yeah, of course, that's a very long time. You cannot just sit there crying about trivial things, stupid stuff, stupid people. You need to understand that you have a higher purpose. And I don't see you going towards that purpose. You're wasting your time, pile 2. Don't do that. Okay? Bottom of the deck was Starseed. So if you are a Starseed, you are here on this planet Earth for a higher purpose. Don't waste your time on romance and love and oh, wish I had this, on materialistic stuff. Trust me, after a point it won't matter to you. And the thing about materialistic stuff is, once you get it, you'll be happy for a while, and then you'll also again want something else. Then you get the next thing, you'll be happy for a while, then you want something. It's a never ending cycle. It never really ends. You'll always want more. So if you want to be emotionally fulfilled, if you want peace, if you want happiness, you need to follow what your soul is telling you to follow. And for that, first you need to find yourself. You need to find out what your soul truly wants. And once you find that out, just go ahead and follow your soul purpose. Maybe I should do a reading on what is your soul purpose. Nice idea. So anyway, pile 2, this is what I'm getting for you guys, and I hope it helped. Please do let me know in the comments below if this reading resonated with you. I love you guys. See you guys later. Take care. Bye-bye. So for those who've chosen pile 3, hi my loves. So let's first start by understanding where do you stand energetically. What I see for you guys over here is either you guys have completed a karmic cycle or you're waiting for a karmic cycle to be completed. You guys, right now the thing on your mind is about your finances. For the first and second pile, the energies were so heavy. It was all trauma and love and everything emotional. But for you guys, I see something about finances. Maybe you guys are worried on how you can excel your finances. Maybe some of you are looking for jobs. So this is something I'm getting, and that is stressing you out. Maybe you're not doing well financially, and that's why it's causing you to, well, be awake at night and cry, and you're just very tense and stressed out. I am getting a very stressed energy over here. So yeah, like I said, you guys are trying to be optimistic about your finances, and you guys are just waiting for the right time. You guys are waiting, when will a certain opportunity be presented to you, and when will you make use of that opportunity. I do feel that it will come soon, but okay. So yeah, you guys are not willing to give up easily. You guys are just being very persistent and resilient with whatever is going on. which is a great thing, honestly. This third pile is very much different from pile 1 and pile 2. Oh my god, I'm relieved, because I wouldn't want to say the same thing for the 3 piles. So yeah, your current energy is regarding your career and your finances mainly. Okay, a very random message I'm getting. Please note that this is a general reading for the collective, so the messages may or may not resonate for you guys. So the message I'm getting for someone over here is someone is either waiting to invest their finances into something, or you are waiting for someone to invest in what you do, like your business or whatever. So something about investing is coming up a lot, and maybe you lacked that mental clarity before. I'm sure you'll get it soon, don't worry. So okay, pile 2, now let's move on to what blockages are stopping you from being the best version of yourself. Sorry. Okay, so what I'm getting over here is pile 2, pile 3. Pile 3, oh my god. Pile 3. The thing that is stopping you from being the best version of yourself is, first, you lack mental clarity, like I said. Second, the good part about you is you're someone who is assertive, but the bad part about that is your assertiveness might come off as someone who is being rude. So make sure you speak nicely whenever you're speaking to someone, especially if it's something related to business where you want someone to invest in you, because, well, people get offended really easily these days. So yeah, that is one thing I'm getting for you guys. Second thing I'm getting is, you guys, you need to be a bit more mature. I'm sorry, but that's the message I'm getting. Especially regarding your career, your life, and everything in general. Maybe you need to start exploring things. Maybe you need to start doing more research about things in your life. Maybe you need to start gaining more knowledge, because I think knowledge is something that maybe you're lacking on. But again, this is a general reading for the collective, so take what resonates. So that is one thing I'm getting. So pile 3, what I'm getting for you guys is, you need to maintain a balance between being optimistic and being practical. Maybe you're a type of person who becomes, well, so optimistic to a point that it becomes almost delusional. So you need to maintain that practicality. You need to bring some practicality into your life. You really need to think things through. Another thing I'm getting for you guys is, whenever you do something, maybe then, whenever you approach, let's just say, something in your career or relationship or just things in general, make sure you don't rush into it. Make sure you approach it with a clear mind and a tunnel vision. Okay? And whatever you do, make sure it is something which is stable and which will help you in the longer run. Okay, so pile 3, another blockage I'm seeing for you guys is, you guys lack patience. Why? Good things don't come easily. So this is a sign for you to become more patient. So this blockage of wanting things now, it won't serve you for your highest good, okay? So you guys lack patience. That is another blockage I'm getting. One more thing I'm getting for you guys is, maybe you guys think a lot, but you don't take any action. Like, you have your ideas and your plans, it's all in your head, but you don't do anything to bring it into the 3D. So this is something you need to work on. So now let's pull out some guidance for you guys and see what comes up. Pile 3, how can you become the best version of yourself? The guidance I'm getting for you guys over here is, first, effective communication. you should go to parties, you should go to, well, social events, or just somewhere where there are people, and then try to communicate your ideas to them. Like I said, for some people I was getting the message that maybe you're looking for an investor, maybe you're looking to invest into something. This will help you. Effective communication, socializing, just go out and socialize. This is one thing I'm getting for you guys, that socializing will surely help you to get your pentacle. Oh my god, mosquito. I hate mosquitoes so much. Another thing I'm getting over here is you guys need to be a little bit of a sweet talker, okay? Like I said, maybe you guys are just too assertive and it might come off as being rude. Maybe you should start speaking nicely to other people. And nicely in the sense, I'm not saying just go and baby them, but make sure the other person is feeling heard, the other person is feeling understood, the other person feels that give and take in this connection is equal. They shouldn't feel like you're going around and ordering everyone things. They are a person too. So make sure you make the other person feel valued. And yeah, taking action. Like I said, you guys really need to start taking action if you're not taking action. It's amazing to have a plan in your head on what you wish to do next, but it's also important to take action and just walk on the path to reach where you want to reach. Yeah, and do not overthink. Maybe you guys overthink a lot. So yeah, don't think negative or don't overthink things which are not important. But at the same time, don't rush into things. It's okay to be patient. But being patient doesn't mean you won't do anything at all and you'll just sit there in the corner hoping for miracles to happen. No. That is not being patient. Being patient is evaluating everything and then, well, jumping into the unknown because you're not scared to do so. But the jump you take, that is the action. You need to start taking action, pile 3. Don't sit around. Go socialize, communicate, spread your idea, share your word, do what you want, bro. Just YOLO. Let's pull out some oracle cards for you guys now. So pile 3, I pulled out the oracle cards for you guys and I've used 2 decks over here. So this is the Beyond Lemuria deck I've used and the other one is Awoke Your Light. So let's get into it. So the cards that came out, you guys, for our soul family, warrior woman, and bottom of the deck was yes. And from the Beyond Lemuria deck, the cards that came out are endless opportunities, evolution, and third eye chakra. These 3 cards. Okay, so like I mentioned, pile 3, you guys need to go out and socialize. Soul family, what I said. You guys need to really socialize so you can find people who are like-minded, who are a part of your soul family. And like I said, you don't have to do it alone. You can seek help from those people. Those people can help you grow and expand and do what you want. And one more thing before I showed you guys these cards, below this soul family card came out the endless opportunity card. So pile 3, if you go out, if you socialize, you will surely find opportunities which will help you for your growth. Because after that, after the 23 number over here, I know this is mirrored because I'm filming this on selfie mode. So after the number 23, we have the number 24th card, which is evolution. So if you go out and socialize, you will surely find opportunities which will help you in your growth. And like I said, pile 3, one more thing, knowledge is power. I might have mentioned earlier that you guys need to increase your knowledge in whatever areas that you wish to be good at. So this card also symbolizes that knowledge is power. Another thing is warrior woman. Have you answered your deepest calling? And third eye chakra. So pile 3, if you're getting ideas to do something out of the blue, and if you feel that maybe I should work on this, it's your intuition telling you. That idea has stemmed from your intuition. I think you should follow it. So if you're getting an inner calling to do something, you should definitely follow that. And make sure you're doing your meditations and everything, especially third eye meditation. So if you have any blockages or something like that, you can just resolve that and step into being the best version of yourself. So for the question, how can you be the best version of yourself? Go out, socialize, trust your intuition. You have so much of potential, pile 3. And I also feel that if you go out there, you not only you will find people from your soul family, but you'll also find many admirers. You'll find people who will admire you for what you have to offer to them and to the world. This is something I'm getting for you guys. So don't limit yourself, don't hold yourself back. You are an amazing being, pile 3. Just go out and have the best time of your life and show the world the real you. Show the world what you've got and what you have to offer to them. And I'm sure you will definitely step into being the best version of yourself. So my dear pile 3, this is what I'm getting for you guys. I hope it resonated, and let me know in the comments below if it resonated with you or not. So yeah, take care my love. See you next time. Bye bye.